Good morning, Indranee ma'am. Good morning, Ritu ma'am. Yeah. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you. So,
Yeah.
will you be giving me access to
Yeah,
the
ma'am. Yeah.
sharing
Ma'am,
this?
can you share your PPT or something so that I can know that the sharing rights have been given to you or not? Just hold on.
Uh, all right. Sure. It's a Dropbox link where I've created. I'm putting it in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Just check it. It's around 12. Some slides are closed, so we don't need to use them in this workshop. Oh, 1 second. Let me close it on my end. Wait. Multiple copies will get done otherwise. How many participants are there?
Ma'am, currently there are 10 participants. But ma'am, the Dropbox wala thing, we can't share it to the participants. You need to open from your end and you need to share your screen so that they
Yeah.
can see from there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So
Just we have a test run so that we can, when the
okay,
participants join, they will not.
just can you give me the access to sharing?
Yeah, 1 minute.
I know. I'll share it.
1 minute. Yeah, I've given the rights, ma'am. Just check.
1 second. I'll just run you through it. All right.
Yeah, ma'am. I can
All
see
right.
it.
You can see
Yeah,
it.
I can see it. Yeah.
And the sound is clear. There is no video.
Uh, can you, is it the sound is there? I think so. I can't
No,
hear the
there is
sound.
no sound in my PPT. I
Yeah,
am the
okay,
sound. I
okay, ma'am.
am the
Okay,
sound.
okay, ma'am. Okay. We
All
can
right.
hear. Yeah, I can hear you properly.
Yeah,
Uh,
great. And this is so actually I never got to talk to anybody. Is this an interactive one um, or
ma'am,
is it
I'm
like a
just a technical
webinar?
guy.
Hanji?
Uh, I'm just a technical guy. I
Oh,
might,
acha, acha.
Leon sir might be help you regarding this, or Ms. Neelam will help
Beyond.
you.
Okay.
Uh, yeah,
Sure. So anybody who can tell me, I have
yeah.
can do it either ways. A more interaction is a little better, otherwise it's like a webinar. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
ma'am. Okay. No interaction you can do with the participants. You can ask them. They will raise their hand, and I will unmute one by one so that no distraction will be there.
All right. Sure. Sounds good.
We will start at ma'am at 2 o'clock.
Sure. I just wanted to check out everything, so I had logged in 15 minutes.
You can put your video off, ma'am. Don't
All
worry.
right. Okay, great. Thank you.
Leon sir, can you hear me, Leon sir?
Good afternoon, Leon sir. We are all on track. It's the field is calling. I just want to tell the people. Yes, it's a million perhaps. ढाई बजे. Good afternoon, Ritu ma'am. I
Good
am.
afternoon, ma'am.
How are you? I'm sorry, I've been just a little tied up. I'm Dr. Neelam Mulchandani, and I have the privilege and the honor of introducing you today. I work very closely with the USF and Mr. Kedia. So just let me heartily welcome you. It's an absolute honor to have you with us.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
Absolutely. I look forward to Leon's green signal, and then we can start right away. We
Sure.
do have 100 souls on board, so so far so good.
Yeah.
Just give us a couple of minutes, ma'am, and we'll
Absolutely,
be.
ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
No
That's really
problem.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. I think so you can start.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, ma'am.
Is Kedia sir coming in?
No, it's tired of little.
No problem. No problem. Okay, so we'll take it forward from here once again. Very good afternoon to the 115 people we have on board. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce the resource person. As I have such an illustrious CV before me, ma'am, please, with your permission, may I read out the credentials? So, Ritu ma'am, who is our resource person today, has an overall teaching experience of 35 plus years across students and all age groups. After completing her post graduation from the BITS Pilani, Ritu ma'am was teaching faculty there itself for 3 years for the undergrad students. She's also completed her B.Ed from IGNOU and was a teacher at the Amity International School at Noida for 7 years, teaching language courses and science subjects to students in junior and middle classes. Ritu ma'am has also founded her own startup. The name is Global Wings 2010, The purpose of Global Wings was to guide and prepare children for admissions in foreign universities, primarily in the United States, by enhancing their reading, writing, and listening English skills in creative writing. In 2014, ma'am has started again another own venture called Ritu's Nest. When she moved to Hyderabad, Ritu's Nest focuses on the English skill development courses for classes 2 to 10, storytelling sessions for pre-primary and primary students, and curriculum development for pre-primary classes. She's a very active member and an avid contributor to the Early Childhood Association and the British Council. Ritu ma'am's original stories get published in the Young World Hindu periodically. There are two publications, Young World and Hindu. We may track ma'am from there and follow her. She is an active member of FEAST, the Federation of Asian Storytellers. Wow, ma'am. I am envying you. She was one of the producers for their Story Walk podcast. Ritu ma'am is also a storyteller for the Feast Fest of 2021. Ma'am was invited recently to tell stories by the Amar Chitra Katha. That is something we all grew up with. To be a part of the Bharat Bhagya Vidhata celebrations at the Red Fort in New Delhi in March 2022. Ritu ma'am is on the advisory board of the Wings of Wonder, the foundation school. Recently, she did an online workshop for more than 100 educators from all over India of MISA schools in the techniques of storytelling. The same was also conducted for the MS Academy for pre-primary teachers. Ma'am is way ahead of times. She's also a podcaster, completed more than 200 episodes and still going strong. Ma'am's podcast is called Story Prism, and is available on Apple Podcast and Spotify. I will be putting this CV up on the chat group because it is a lot of guidance and resources which they can get from you, ma'am, even after the session. So please permit me to do the same. I'm really at a loss of words to introduce you to the panel, but really thank you for coming on board. And we look forward to a wonderful session with you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Neelam ma'am. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Namaste. It's today's workshop is extremely close to my heart. As you all know, the workshop is, and you have the title, I hope, right? Okay. It is enhancing learning through play and imagination. What a wonderful topic that I'm getting to do today afternoon. And it'll be an interactive session. It's not a one-way thing. Certainly, I understand that we are a large number of participants here. So it'll come with its own restrictions about numbers, but I'll leave it open towards the last 15 to 20 minutes, open for questions, and to the best of our capabilities. Together, we can answer the questions. One person, doesn't do the whole thing. It's together that we all learn and we all grow. Do you agree with me, friends? Isn't it? It's not I alone or ma'am alone or other teachers who are all around us can do anything on their own. Well, to just kick off this enhanced learning through play and imagination, I would want that you all think about, when we were growing up in the middle school, we wrote essays on if I were a pencil, if I were a glass of water. I want you to write a few words about if I were an anything and everything. All right? Anything is possible here. So don't hold yourself back. We're not on a school platform. We are on a very interactive platform. So let's have some fun, guys. All right, everybody. Great. So please write down, if I were. Silence. It's exam, isn't it? Feels like that. All right. So can we, sir, unmute a couple of, like, let's take 3 or 4, 4, any 4, and then we can, ask them to share. Their imagination. See, we make children imaginative, right? Because we are imaginative, right? I think I'll need some support on unmuting. So if I were a bird, I would, that's how it goes. Thanks. Thank you. Is anybody ready? You may switch on your video so that we can see your hands going up. Because otherwise, in an online one, it gets very difficult for the technical person to pitch in. Right? Excellent. I love how each rectangular window is coming live. I love when people switch on the videos. So nice, so nice. Thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate you all switching on your videos. This makes me feel so good and so connected to you already. Very nice. That's so wonderful. So who's ready? If I were dash, I would. All right. Anybody? Come on. Let's start on a interactive note. Then, the first time when it goes well, the whole thing will be very interactive, good fun for all of us, good learning for you and for me. Swati Mehta ma'am, could you unmute and just talk about it? Because it's difficult to read the chat. Swati ma'am, yes, thank you so much.
So I have just written that if I were a bird, I would love to fly around the whole world and see all possible unique monuments and enjoy the beauty of the nature, probably the majestic mountains and the wonderful waterfalls, and would just enjoy that.
Excellent.
Thank
That's
you.
wonderful. Wonderful. Somebody else? I'll request anybody, please. Just unmute.
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, yes, please. Most
Yes.
welcome.
Yes, if I were an eagle, I would like to be an eagle. Why? Because I can soar high above the clouds with grace and watching the world from a bird's eye point of view. And I could feel the whisper in my ears about the wind, like how the wind is flowing and all such things. I would like to feel that as well, and that would be a vision. And I would have a proper, clear vision, and it would be a pride to be an eagle.
Wow. So a new perspective you will get, right?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Please, yes, another person, and then we'll kick in. This is so heartwarming to see you. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please go ahead. Juliana.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
If I would, my vision would be like, if I were a magic wand, I would fulfill everybody's wish, those who hold me.
Oh, how lovely. It comes with a lot of responsibility, right, ma'am? Sure. So thank you.
As teachers, we do carry those kind of responsibilities, ma'am.
Yes, we are so used to, isn't it? So wonderful to hear that. Well, it's about imagination, right? But before I get into it, I hope you all can see my screen. I'll just like to share so that your mind goes in these directions. This is my overall view of the workshop. It's an understanding of the role of imaginative play in cognitive, emotional, social, and physical development also. Practical ideas we will share, all right, to design, these experiences which are playful, which are very, very imaginative, all right. Then we'll equip ourselves, to integrate this imaginative play with our curriculum goals. Whenever there is a workshop, we think, "Arey, this is nice," but is there time to incorporate it? Do you feel the challenge? You can give me a thumbs up while keeping it on, isn't it? You all feel that, right? So, imagination. But what is imagination? What did you just imagine? You imagined yourself as a bird. Somehow we all wanted to be, and one want, right? So we get imagination means opening up new ideas. We open up our mind to new things. It's not necessary to be logical all the time. From illogical or not the most logical things comes out creativity, comes out innovation, isn't it? You have read about so many innovations that have come out from crazy thoughts, correct? So it is important that we understand first, before we implement, what is imagination. You create a mental representation of some things. You are imagining yourself going to the mall. Let's go to the mall, it's weekend. Or you're going for a musical show or a dance performance. So you're creating an image, isn't it? You're creating an image about, I'm going to go and this is how I'm going to drive. This is how beautiful it will be. And sometimes, trust me, it can be a letdown, but that's our imagination, right? So this imagination it plays a very, very key role in creativity. You agree? Imagination. Do it from your imagination. Write from your imagination. We talk about it all the time, even in middle school and high school, right? So how do we use this imagination? And we are dealing with early childhood children whose minds are developing whose brains rather are developing at the fastest pace in this period. From the time the child is conceived to 6 years, more than 94% develops. You agree? You've read about it when you were doing your brain theory classes for early childhood education, right? Imagination, it helps us to escape into a make-believe world, right? It also helps us to solve problem. How does it help us to solve problem? When you face a challenge, you think about it, don't you? That, how will these are the different options I'll have. So those are all imaginative options. They haven't taken place yet. So it is helping in problem solving. Do you agree? Right? So when we are imagining things, so imagination is an important and very, very integral part of cognitive enhancement. Cognition means helping out with creativity, problem solving, and other things which we're going to talk about. So it surely helps in, emotional development of the child, social development of the child, and cognitive development of the child. And it is an important part of play. All right? It is an important part. Imagination is an important part of play, and they go hand in hand. So, what are the stages of imagination? It's about functional play, symbolic play, simple pretend play, role play, fantasy play. And let us go through these stages quickly. All right? And so imagination, the first is functional. Functional is there is no pretend yet. No pretend takes place as yet in the functional one, right? They explore objects in the real way. I just have a few collectibles here. Now, what is this? This is a tortoise with a ball on it. It's a pulling toy. This is a functional toy. All right, it is supposed to do this, and this is what the child imitates. At this time, is there a question, sir? All right, so this is called as a functional. You know, those cars children take back and forth, that's the purpose of the car, right? There is a cause and there is an effect. You cause is pulling the car back, and the effective, it goes in front. So that is functional play, just basic functionality. And that usually is from 1.5 to 2.5 years of age. You know, children develop their ability to do functional play. The second is symbolic play, the next stage, from 2 to 3.5 years. They use an object to represent another one. They use one object and represent something else with it. Right? Just let you give you an example. That's my remote. Hello, hi mummy, how are you doing? I am very happy in this school. I am using just a block. I just had a remote, so I just picked up the remote. So this is not actually the phone, but the child acts. So this is symbolic. All right, it represents another thing. There can be, we have bowls of crayons, right? You can stir. You can make, say, soup out of it, right? You can, a shoebox. I'm making a musical instrument out of it. This is a shoebox, but I'm making a musical instrument out of it. I am using symbolic play. I'm trying to explain what symbolic play is. A scarf can be, what can you do with a scarf? If we have a scarf, can I have some answers, please? I have lots of chat here going on.
Princess. I can become a princess.
Yes, I can become a princess. Or
Red Riding Hood.
oh, so sweet. Okay, let's go to Red Riding Hood. I need a red one though, but that's okay. That's pretty
A
symbolic.
superhero.
I can become
Can use it as a cape.
of a superhero, right?
Yes.
See my back? Fly.
Use it as a butterfly wings.
Oh, use it as a butterfly's wings.
Pretend we have
Wow.
mount there.
Yeah, I think I don't need to, do this workshop. You guys are so well equipped, so wonderful and heartwarming to use it as a bag. Oh yeah, they pretend as their mother. So symbolic play. The most important part of symbolic play is this is a big leap in abstract thinking. See, we never tell the children, but we need to understand as teachers that when I'm doing symbolic play, It is helping them in abstract thinking. It is helping them in language emergence. Oh, I'm using a phone. English is not my native language, not our native language, right? So we develop it in the preschool times, correct? Through the preschool onwards. So language development takes place. From 2 points, so we had functional, we have symbolic, simple pretend play. Children, they do the routines of the adult. They can become a thela wala doing the sabzi, all right, selling the vegetables. They can be, oh, my teddy is unwell today. All right, oh, my bear, this is a rabbit, sorry, not a teddy. A rabbit today, okay, he's unwell. Let me rock him to sleep, all right? Or my Teddy wants to go for a party, all right? And what can we do? You have some stuff lying, in the schools where you have, so I'm dressing my teddy up, correct? Ah, wow, my teddy is ready with bangles and with necklace. So these are all simple pretend play, making a doll sleep, covering it with a blanket. They understand, you can be a doctor. They understand the roles of the community people. There is sequential thinking that starts now with these simple pretend plays. Sequential thinking means that first I take when my toy is unwell, say the rabbit is unwell, I'll make him lie down first. Then I'll cover him up with the nice blanket and rock him. You don't rock him, put the blanket the other way, right? So this becomes a first groundwork for sequential thinking, which is very important in maths, number work. You agree? It is extremely important for the child. That's why we have the rhymes, which are sequential one. There is a hole in the middle of the ground, the prettiest hole. You remember that? I hope you do that. So, it's about, have you done this? Have you done this? There was a hole in the middle of the ground, the prettiest hole that I ever did see. Well, the hole is in the ground. And green grass grew all around, and green grass grew all around. And in this hole, there was a seed, the prettiest seed that you ever did see. The seed in the hole and the hole in the ground, and green grass grew all around and around. Green grass grew all around. And then there is a tree that comes out, and you making the child improve their memory and sequential thinking. And this is a wonderful song for backward counting also. Because once the bird gets, so there is a tree, there is a seed, there is a tree, tree has a branch, branch has a nest, nest has an egg, egg has a bird, bird has wings, wings have a feather. Now all the way we go backwards, right? We go, there was the feather, wing, bird, egg, nest, branch, tree, seed, hole. Wow, isn't that lovely? We are able to tell it through songs also, and song is and rhymes are important part of play. You remember, I don't know if you ever went yourself on the camps. We always have a camping song which is similar. It says, we're going on a bear hunt. Well, I'm going to do this a little later because I have a purpose behind it, okay? So we'll do that a little later in the workshop. So, they start taking the roles, etc. They can be hospital room. There can be an emergency vehicle coming. They're pretending to take the patient. One child becomes the patient, one child becomes the doctor, one the nurse, one is doing the prescription, one is taking the heartbeat. Isn't it imaginative? And they are, from this time onwards, simple role plays and pretend plays, they start developing social cooperation, very much needed in today's modern society, where nuclear family is the norm. There are single parents raising their children, right? So there is a lot. And this pretend play gives them an environment for interaction. Then it's also communication and negotiation. How negotiation? Mujhe nahi banna doctor. Or everybody wants to be a doctor, isn't it? You must have all experienced this. So there is a negotiation that takes place. Correct? So it is beautiful to see how imagination takes shape and grows our literacy skill, our cognitive skills, social skills, etc. Okay? Then we have fantasy play. You read out a story and they enact it. In the fantasy play, it's more advanced vocabulary. There can be conflict resolution. Right? There'll be fights amongst, or no, I shouldn't say fights. There'll be arguments. Yeah, kids don't understand fight. Okay, they don't even know what it is. We drill it in them. So we have conflicts. There is conflicts. There's an argument, and they learn to solve it. Today, I'll be the doctor. Please, tomorrow you be the doctor. Or in the next setup, you be the doctor. Correct? So they learn to do a lot of negotiation, communication. Isn't that what we are meant for? We have to develop all these aspects, right? So I just put it in one chart. Functional play, symbolic play, simple play. It's just milestone wise, so we understand how it is. All right? They understand fantasy, they start developing magical things, the impossible themes. They're going into space, or they're going into some underground, caves where it's very beautiful, or scary scenes. Everything starts developing then. It really, the fantasy one, it strengthens language skills, because now slowly you're developing it, right? So by the time this stage of imagination comes, the empathy also comes in. Oh, the baby's hurt. My friend is hurt, right? He's crying, because his tiffin fell down. They start putting themselves in the shoes of the others. Oh, what if my tiffin fell down? I'll be hungry, so I must share. That's empathy, right? So in this workshop now, I'll be trying to, it's not segregated. That's the most interesting part of the two words, imagination and play. They don't go separate ways. Okay? Throughout this workshop, we'll build them hand in hand. Okay? I'll be weaving through it. We'll be using imagination to build play, which will build what I call as the 4 pillars of play. But why is play important? Let's just have a little, like some of you can unmute and tell me, why is play such an important thing? Why do you feel that play is so important? Instead of typing, it'll be, ma'am, it's little tricky for
it makes the lesson more interesting, and children likes to hear it. So I think so play
Yeah,
becomes easy.
audiovisual gives a good impact to understand the concept or the story. more effectively.
more effectively, isn't it?
It is also about the right brain,
Emotional
all
development
about the
happens.
right brain, because right brain really works fast, and it all the pretend play, creative activities go into it, which stays there for longer term. So children learn
Permanent.
through right brain
Yeah,
development.
right. So
Thank
it
you, ma'am.
becomes
And
learned,
and
becomes,
it
yes,
and it is really, essential because this is how they express their emotions also.
yeah. So lots of things.
It helps in
Yes,
problem
Ma'am,
solving.
absolutely. I'm writing them down.
I
Problem
think the
solving.
most sure. I think the most important thing when we talk about communication is 55% is through our body language and how we really, see
Express
things.
ourselves.
And 90%, if we go beyond that, is when someone does it literally, that's when someone will learn it. Otherwise, it's
ma'am,
just
can I
hearing,
speak?
and that's how
Yes,
it.
yes, very nice. Thank you.
Ma'am, can I speak?
Yeah,
Ma'am, I think play is not just fun, it's a very vital part of learning because it lays the foundation for later success. I mean, emotional well-being, relationships, and also for the cognitive and the holistic development.
yeah, very nice. Play helps in learning interactively.
And
Very
also
nice.
for future relationships, ma'am.
Future relationships, yes. So, play, it's not something new. I know most of you are way younger than me. I mean, play was the key thing we always did. We didn't have screens that time, I grew up in Pilani. I was born and brought up. We got TV when I went to college in 1981. We didn't even have TV there. It's such a remote place. Well, why play is important is you would have seen that every educator you have read about, he or she advocates the need for, hands-on, play-based activity. Kindergarten. Can you write that word? Have you heard about Froebel? He was the one who coined kindergarten, which means children's garden. Why are we taking away this garden from them and making them sit in a, in a theater kind of, classroom where all the activities are led by the teachers? That's very much against the word itself. Forget about the other aspects of it. Isn't it totally against what we want to share? Because you're in kindergarten, but we're making them sit like this, sit down, do this, now this activity, now this activity. That's all we make them do at times. But we are changing. And that's the beauty of our education system in early childhood. We've been, Swati ma'am has been working incessantly to pitch in this, advocate this, make us all early childhood educators aware of it. So the classrooms are coming live with play now. So, Froebel said that, it's a garden of children. Gandhiji, we all know about Gandhiji. He said that there are three important things through which learning takes place when they are all connected: head, heart, and hands. What did he mean? Hands-on activities, teach them. Rabindranath Tagore, what did he see? That's why he took the classrooms into the gardens.
Gardens.
Right? So
Yes,
these
totally.
are all our pioneer educators. Montessori. What does the Montessori schools believe in? They believe that there are the three things that are important for learning are muscles, senses, five senses, and brain. Yes, ma'am, there are wooden toys for play. But how do you use the wooden toys? That is, the children are using their muscles. You would have seen Montessori children, when they're trained, they do the things very properly. They have their own speed. They will take time and work around it. That's because they're absorbing through their sense organs. They are processing it in their brain, and their muscles are developing. So you agree? Every educator is propagating, the legends. They have been propagating the need for play. Do you agree? I see lots of comments, but I'm not able to go through all of them. So I always, okay, one second. I just thought about an acronym when I was told that, we want to do, there is a hand that's being raised, ma'am. Yeah. You have a question? Teachers, it's really difficult for me to go through it, but I'll keep doing it in between when I give you some activity. All right? So we'll keep moving back and forth, and I'll go through my messages. So I just thought about this interesting acronym. It was difficult to come up with it, but it is good fun. P is for physical development. L is language and literacy. A is affective. That is, affective development means emotional. So I had to look up for synonyms for, emotional and come up with something with A for building the acronym. And Y is young minds at work. When mind is at work, it's about cognition, it's about social development. So that's how it covers all the domains. The acronym covers all the domains. It's good fun. Physical, language, emotional with the A, affective. Young minds at play has cognition as well as social. So how about, all right, when we talk, let's go step by step. Let's talk about physical development. All right, very good for us, isn't it? Why don't you all open your videos for 2 minutes and let's act like an animal or whatever you want to act. Come on. I'll take easier one. You take the difficult one. All right. Trumpeting. There is a fish. There is a rabbit. Of course, rabbit will have, ma'am, you will have to stand up and jump, isn't it? Now you imagine, we are online, but I don't mind getting up once in a while, isn't it? There is another friend who is getting up to do something. Sarika ma'am. Rabbit! See? All right. Something more. Come on. Yeah, fish. We are coming up with fish. Right? Excellent. Excellent. Somebody, some more? I want this to grow a little so that we can expand on it. Otherwise, it's one way. It'll be boring. You will doze off. You will need a cup of tea. Right? And you are sitting here. Who'll make the cup of tea? Come on. Yeah, somebody else? Richa ma'am, I see you. Monica ma'am, Priya ma'am, Annie. Please. Yeah, come on, act. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Ma'am, can you do it again so everybody sees? Now they have pinned you.
Monkey swinging from tree to tree.
Monkey swinging, right? All right, excellent. Thank you so much. We have Annie ma'am. Annie ma'am? Okay, can you act again, please? Sorry, we couldn't.
Like a
Snake,
snake.
ma'am. Snake,
Wow.
yes.
Yes, a snake. Now, thank you so much. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Now, all these, like acting like an animal, what muscles got developed? I was easy. I developed my biceps, right? You're developing, you're jumping, so the leg muscles are becoming stronger. You're slithering, your back muscles are becoming strengthened, they're getting the strength. There was a fish. Well, yeah, the fish is, if it's moving like that, the shoulder movement is there. Correct? What does that tell you about? What are we working on by acting? Yes, ma'am. Ruby ma'am says gross motor development. Very nice. So the most important part, the first to be developed, is the gross motor. Okay? We do animal walks. This is the purpose. All right? And please give the children a choice. Once you give the child a choice, he connects with you. It is, if you have studied behaviors, the child, if given a choice, will connect with the teacher better. We tell them, okay, everybody color the fish. Why don't we have in our school? There is for fish, for flower, take printouts of fish, flower, and frog, etc. Let them enjoy choosing. Choosing is an integral part of cognitive development. I really propagate this in every workshop that we conduct or share our thoughts on any platform. Then obstacle course, right? But you have to be safe on that. Dancing to music, right? Dancing to music is like the standard words, head, shoulder, knees and toes, right? Which is making us move a lot, right? And at this time, you'll say, Ritu ma'am is all jumping around, but I really want to do one little thing to explain another aspect. Okay? So it's a very cute song. I'm in the mood. Monica ma'am, what are you in a mood to do? I'll do the same thing. No? Okay. Chalo, never mind. I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. And you make funny things, right? This is developing my gross motor. You agree? Give me a thumbs up. Come on, girls.
100%.
Boys.
100%.
Yes. And another important aspect in gross motor and is that we must do midline crossing. The brain has two parts, the right side and the left side. Just imagine a line, an imaginary line going right in the middle. Correct? When the child takes hands from here, that's why I said, hey, how about you? I can just say, hey, how about you? No. You always, as early childhood educators, have to think about, can I make my children move from across? So they are crossing the midline. The right turn and they become, science is proven, they become better readers and writers. Resources are tremendous on YouTube. Just say midline crossing songs, you will get n number of them. All right. Then that's dancing, outdoor free play, climbing monkey bars, swinging, etc. And you also have the parachute play, right? To develop, and the skills are not just physical development only. It's balance, spatial. How much space do I need before bumping into another child or another object? There is rhythm. Hey, how about you? I'm not a musician, but we can sing along, right? It's agility. The child is agile. He will be active. The brain will be active. There is teamwork in these sports, etc. And balance. You see the babies that walking around, wobbling, they fall down, they get up, they're not balanced because their gross motor is not developed. So when children come to us, then we help them develop these activities. Then, okay, here is another fun activity before we get into some serious discussion. All right. You all do, you have seen children do, or probably you also do, rock, paper, scissors. You do that? Okay. So let's do it with me. Rock, paper, scissors. Ma'am, unmute. No, please, 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 please. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
One,
Rock,
two,
paper,
three.
scissors.
Yeah. One,
Rock,
two,
paper,
three.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Play with me.
Play with me.
Right hand rock.
Right hand rock.
Rock.
Left hand paper.
Left
Left
hand
hand
paper.
paper.
Friends, what can we make? Children come up with real cute ones. I'm
Parachute.
just making a helicopter.
Jellyfish.
Or a
Jellyfish we can
jellyfish.
make, yeah.
Yeah, we can make a jellyfish. You know? So similarly, like we do again, rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors.
scissors.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Play with me.
Play
Play
with
with
me.
me.
Right hand rock.
Right
Right
hand
hand
rock.
rock.
Left hand scissors.
Left
hand
hand
scissors.
scissors.
Bunny.
Kuch bhi, whatever the child
Man
is doing.
walking on the street.
What's happening here? Yeah, I'm walking on the street. Wow. Yes, this never came up. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Yeah.
Duck on the
Snail.
Snail. Snail.
Snail also
Right?
you can make it.
And then if it's paper, multitude of ideas can come up with children. They'll make a fish. They'll make lion. Butterfly. So when you also do fly, no, friends, you have to do from one side and cross the midline. Just doing it here is not sufficient for brain development. So play. Play helps in brain development. All right. Then all the finger songs then we do, you know, one from the left, one from, what are they doing? They're all developing our finer motor.
Fine motor skills.
Yes. So it is, you know, I mean, just spend time when you're preparing your lesson plans and build up the resource of the songs and rhymes. They teach English language. They teach the rhyme of the language. See, every language has its own rhyme and rhythm. If I am from Telangana right now, I'm in Hyderabad. If I speak a word, anybody from Telangana would realize, fake Telangana, fake Telugu this is. Okay? I'll say, Ni peru emi. You will know she is not a Telugu person. So we have to teach the rhyme of the language through these rhymes and songs in English. Children, don't say teach English at home, speak. Why should parents speak in English at home is my always a question. We need to develop our mother tongue. Aren't we proud of our mother tongue? We learn English. We all are speaking in English, isn't it? Well, coming back to finer motor, right? So please go and research. There's a very cute one. One from the left and one from the right. Met in the middle and danced all night. They did a dance called Swirl and Swirl. I am improving their vocabulary. Swirling. What is swirling? Is going like this. Okay, it's a very cute song. I'm not going to go into it. Please write it down, research it on the net. You'll find it. Okay. So, finer motor.
And could you just repeat the name of the
It
song?
is one from the right and one from the left, or one from the left and one from the right, one of those two.
Thank you, ma'am.
Met in the middle and danced all night. It's a very cute one. Somehow it's not been very popular. I don't know why, but it's not been very popular.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's about, there's another one, I'm forgetting. One little finger, one little
One turn, turn, turn.
and turn into a word.
Turn.
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
a famous one. Then we also need to have, sensory motor play, okay, where, the tactile stimulation is there, touching different kinds of textures, different kinds of cloths, stones, etc., right? They are popping balloons, it's wet. So that's all, sensorial motor development. So physical motor development is the first domain of development. It's the first domain of development. So there is outdoor play, manipulative games, obstacle, animal walk, dancing, and scarf play. I'll just introduce you to scarf play. Manipulative play means, they have these blocks, they're building towers or they're making something, it falls down, then they're rebuilding it. They're manipulating it, right? The scarf songs are very fun because it helps them in multiple ways. Scrunch the scarf and scrunch the scarf and throw it to a friend. If, you can wave my scarf, I'm waving my scarf, way up high, I'm waving my scarf, way so low, I jiggle my scarf to my right, I jiggle my scarf to my left. Play. But it's developing their muscles and the finer motor and explaining to them some physics fundamentals. Oh, the air was there, I couldn't catch. The light thing, heavy scarves, light scarves, they'll all work on them, right? Then we have a very important part is language development. Through play, I'll keep on repeating through play. We have to develop the language through play. Now, literacy foundation, we say, is based on stories. I just said rhymes and songs and drama, right? When we have a pretend area, supposing in one corner, you're doing a market scenes. One, you are developing a kitchen corner. One, of course, doctors is always the favorite one. Now, just randomly write a few words under each category. Say market, clinic, kitchen. What else? Zoo. Anything. Like a couple of vocabulary words that you would be using. So the stories, and you would have seen, now you have written, yes, this is new to my children's vocabulary, isn't it? So the role play, the dramatics areas are very important in a classroom to develop, to give them a literacy foundation. Stories potential, we miss out. We know you tell one story, then after 2 days, you think about another story, then another story, then another story. Well, stories can be used for a fortnight. And in another workshop, sometime if I get an opportunity and see you again, we can, I can show you that there are multiple aspects of a story that we can do, which is linked to do the holistic development of the child. So new vocabulary is developing. Now, doctor's clinic. Supposing Priya ma'am and I am there. Priya ma'am, you're the doctor and I come to you. What's the first question you will ask me?
How are you?
How are you? How are you? Stay with that. Very good. What is it? She is asking a question. You're learning the questioning ability, and I, as a 3 years old, I'm saying, fine, thank you, doctor. I am responding. See, we miss out on these ingredients of language development, which is listening, asking and responding after listening. Correct? So always, remember certain aspects which are, it's fun. It's fun. Or they are doing their activity, they are doing role play. But why is role play important? Role play is something which is important for language development, sequential thinking, communication, conflict management, etc., etc. And the list will go on if you write it down. So, back of our mind, when we are making the lesson plans, we need to have clarity what my students will learn. And you can prompt. See, some activities are teacher-led activities. Those prompts can be given. And some are, and they can carry the conversation further. Or probably, because English is not our native language and children are way too young, first we can have teacher-led activity, in a dramatics, and the next day it can be student-led. Right? Art and literacy. Now, art, we all do that. I don't think I even need to emphasize on it. We make letter collages. We, make them do some coloring, rainbow coloring in the letters of the alphabet, and then we also do Play-Doh letters. So these are all forms of art, right? We ask them to match some, if it is, say, S, we have drawn snake and all that, or we give them dots and we ask them to join, and a picture of a snake comes or a soldier comes, whatever you want, whatever level the child is at. And literacy becomes also important when, through the games and the songs activity also. So see how every aspect, we were doing physical first, physical domain we did. Didn't we add songs? Oh, we should be almost singing all time and doing drama and having fun with our children, right? So it's a play, it's kindergarten. It's a garden for the children then. Now, just a little digression, but it will help us understand that onomatopoeia, the sound words like bzzz, went the bees, splash the water. As Ravin jumped into the water splashed. Moo, said the cow. Can you all do it in your homes like right now and say these words? Bzzz, splash, moo.
Bzz,
Right?
splash.
Yeah, say it.
Moo.
Splash. All right, I'll change that later. What this onomatopoeia does, it put a smile on your faces, right? Okay, let's do another thing that I was telling you now. I'll come back to it. We're going on a bear hunt. It goes like this. Chum, 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 Chuchum, chum, chum. Is chuchum a word? It's just a sound word. Okay, relate it to cha. Cha, C-H. Digraphs? Literacy? You agree with me? Right? Right? So onomatopoeia is extremely fun. You know, then it goes like this: chuchum chum, and do the original version: chuchum chum chum chum, chuchum chum chum chum. We're going on a bear hunt, going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day! We're not scared. Oh no! And they get a tall grasses, they find, and they have to go swishy swashy. Amazing words are there in this poem. Hats off to Daniel for making it. These are such lovely words in this, which will help our children. See, this is swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. And then there is river. Splash, splosh, splash, splosh. I am opening my mouth to do the blends. All right? Squelch, 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 squelch. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip. Man, tiptoe, tiptoe. So beautiful, beautiful sound words. It's fun. First and foremost, it's play. It's fun. Right? They are connecting the sounds to the words we talk about. Okay, so these repetitive words are easy to imitate, gives their mouth muscles a good exercise. All right, and they have pronunciation clarity later on. You've seen children who are not able to pronounce the words clearly. They're speaking not with their mouth open because they little bit mumble at times. And it helps them to listen, process, and use it. It makes our stories more engaging. Splash. Their mind got digressed. You say splash, boom, the child is back into your story. Right? So it brings out a great experience. So onomatopoeia is one of my favorites in the recent, past. I've been using it a lot. I've been trying to make stories where more and more of onomatopoeia is being used. Just imagine, what was the last story you told your students? Can you just type it in? This is an exercise for everyone, please. And 2 sounds that you can use in that. I'm helping you. I need help too, right? I also need help. Let's go. Just think about stork and the fork. Slurp. Wow, very good, Kush. Thank you so much. Goldilocks. Oh no. Roar. Squeak. Yeah, thirsty caw. Wow, the wise lion. Benny's birthday party. Sound of clapping. Clap, 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 clap. Pitter-patter. He huffed and he puffed. The 3 little pigs. He huffed and he puffed. What is in Rapunzel? Bow, bow, yeah. Wow. Did your mind go completely in that direction? And you promise you're going to use this technique to help out with the pronunciation and the movement of the mouth muscles. Plop, plop. Thirsty crow. Yes, the stones went plop, plop. It comes with a little bit warning. When we are doing the songs, rhymes, and sounds, please do not put audios. Is that a speed that our children are used to it? Annie the ant. Yes, that's a cute one. And okay, so I'm very nice. Thank you. That's a great list. Penguins. Enormous turnip was? What are the words? Lion and the mouse, yes. Flap, flap. Yeah, Goldilocks is there. Yes, excellent, excellent. All right. Thank you so much. I was just thinking about enormous turnip. Snap. It snaps at the end, right? The crayons quit. Whoosh, thump, swirl. Yeah, yeah. That's very good. All right. Sure. Coming back to use of our own voice to teach them songs and rhymes. The speed at which these audios are recorded, it's not easy for everybody to comprehend, process, and repeat. When you're teaching a song, say you're doing one from the left, so go slow. One from the left. Now you all repeat. One from the left. So you need to slow down. You need to go at a pace which is easier for them. Somebody needs to mute. Thank you. Then we come to the third pillar. We did P, L, plus A. Affective, which is emotional development through play. Emotional development means, we were talking about it that you try to, what is emotional development? Look at this cute picture. Happy, angry, little bit giggling, laughing out loud, isn't it? So the child needs to understand his or her emotion, express it, and regulate it also. All right? So through the games, through the play method, we are able to make them understand the emotion. We are able to help them express the emotion and regulate the emotion. Regulation of emotion also comes through play very easily, right? And of course, there is the other part, which is the empathy and the confidence that they develop. Now, going back to see how role play has been integrated, has been weaved through all of them, all the domains. P, it was pretend play also. Play was there, role play was there. Language development, role play was there. Now we have affective, which is emotional. Again, pretend play. You're pretending real life situation. Supposing you're going to a dentist. How much children cry when they have to go to the doctor? But if we have a role play, the anxiety will be reduced. They will have a coping mechanism to going to the doctor. So play out, pretend play, become a family, doctor. Going to school is very intimidating for our young kids. The first month we are only hugging, kissing, and trying to settle them only, right? Because they are away from their parents, which is a separation anxiety is way too high, right? And then through pretend play, we are able to make them feel the emotion, right? Oh, I have to go to the doctor. He's feeling scared. But that was okay in the play. I'm going to be okay when I go to my dentist or when I go for my vaccination. It reduces the child's anxiety. All right? Taking a role of a parent, taking a role of a teacher, of a grandmother. This helps in learning to respect. You must have differentiated between children who have been raised in a house with elderly people. They are much more respectful because they have learned that we have to express respect and we have to be respectful to them, right? So when you do a role play about a family, they learn, this is how we respect, right? And you're doing a teacher, the child goes wrong. We don't yell nowadays. Nobody yells in our classrooms in early childhood years, right? So they understand the scenarios through it. When there are some difficult situations, all right, the child is very, very unhappy going to, what are the places the child is scared of? Going to the school, going to the doctor, going on a field trip. So Ravin was very scared. Oh, Reena was very scared. And a clown came. Who's that? Say hello to Mr. Clown. I'm not doing it right now because it's all entangled. All right? So we have the puppets. Through the puppets, they can say, the clown told them, hey, Reena, come here. And I'm going to tell you that going to school is fun. Who all do you meet there? You meet your friends. You meet your teachers who love you so much. Would you be happy to go? And Reena had a smile on her face. And she said, yes, I will be happy. Thank you. Puppets are very fun also, but they're teaching great lessons. They are able to show different moods. Through them we can express the various moods. So they learn to, control their anxiety, control their anger. We could have had a story with these two, with controlling the anger. How she missed out on going, having more friends because she got angry with them. And the clown told him, clown is my favorite here. Clown tells, clown is the best, is the teacher. So the clown told us that you be nice to them, right? Then emotions to express. You make them draw like, what makes me happy? Eating an ice cream makes me happy. What makes me sad? Getting hurt makes me sad, right? You can have musical, like chairs kind of thing, like music going around, and then you stop and you say, now make an angry. All of you just do it. Okay, some of you who have your videos on, can you just say, all right, ta-da, 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 angry face. I'm smiling. No, all right. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. They understand beats. There's no need for music to be played. Our voice, our hands, and you have the tambourines, etc. They're good enough, okay? Make a surprised face. Make it, right? Oh my God. So they understand. And then you can link it to it's like a freeze game, with emotion. So freeze games are good fun for balancing, for, explaining the emotions, etc. So that is learning about the emotions. Okay. So imaginative scenarios are coming, and difficult, no, for children to face failure. because of our social, structure has become like that, how do I put it? It feels sad, but it is true that the parents always, feel that as soon as a child will face failure or no, the child is going to be depressed. No. They will be depressed later on when they go to the workplace and the boss tells them something and then failure comes in, they'll be very depressed. They have to learn that failure and success are an integral part of life and how to manage it through plays, through pretend, through art and craft activities. Link it through them. And then it is the most important part, which is cognitive development. It is the hyped word these days. You have heard it everywhere. Cognitive development, cognitive development. Am I right? Everywhere we hear this, buzzword going around. So what is this? This is about problem solving. It's numeracy, it's memory, it's symbolic and abstract thinking. It is all these together. So we will try to understand how we can use play to develop problem solving, to develop early numeracy, memory, symbolic and abstract thinking, etc., which forms the cognitive domain. All right. So they help in language also. I forgot to mention language and creativity also. Now, the first thing that I'm going to discuss is constructive play. All right, play is different kinds. When we have constructive play, it's about blocks, it's about puzzles, it's about any building material. The blocks, the puzzles, the building materials that you have, stacking cups on each other. So this is called as constructive because the children are making something. It falls. They adjust. They're solving the problem. They were stacking cups of different sizes, say. They put after the big cup, they put a smaller cup and now it's not fitting. They're solving. They face the problem. They're solving the problem by adjusting the sizes of and this happens not by you telling them, you and us, sorry, I shouldn't say you, us telling them. It should happen through play in a trial and error method. They have to figure out this is where cognitive domain will grow. If you tell them, now stack this, or the helpers tell them, no brain is developing. Where are they applying themselves? Right? The brain develops when the child is processing. The child may cry. Mom, I'm not getting it. Oh, you can try another solution. Try fixing something else before. Give them ample stimulation, ample encouragement to believe in things can be learned from trial and error. All right, and logical reasoning can be there. Jigsaw puzzles play the same role. Sorting. When you have fruits and vegetables, what are you doing? You're grouping them. These are red color one, these are orange, these are the greens, or these are the vegetables, these are the fruits, these are above the ground, these are under the ground. All right. So grouping is and sequencing, which is a big one. Pumpkin is there, it's big. then the bottle gourd, then the potato, then the other smaller layers and all that. Ma'am, somebody needs to mute. You're on a phone and you need to mute, ma'am. So the constructive play of building helps through in the problem solving and critical thinking, because they're applying their logic. All right. Grouping and increasing or decreasing sizes, they helps to understand it is the foundation for early maths, you can say. Okay. Again, pretend. See what is the importance of pretend play. First, P was physical, we had pretend. L was language and literacy, we had pretend. We had affective, that is emotion, and then we have Y, young minds at work. In the first part is cognitive, it is still there. Role play about different daily activities can help them in their math, skills. It can help them, to link that somebody has to buy, he has to communicate, I need to buy this, then I have to pack it. How do I pack it? Sequential thinking comes in, right? Also, symbolic play, because it plays the foundation for reading and writing. Symbolic play was what? We discussed it in imagination. Symbolic play was when something is used to represent something else. A remote is used to represent a phone, right? So they can use, say, a stick to be a magic wand, or a stick with a ribbon can be a magic wand, right? Now, they are using their symbolic play helps in literacy. I'll show you how. They are using this to develop. They're using one object to represent another. They're using remote to represent phone in symbolic play. Now, they understand when we start teaching them, the letters have a sound. The letter is, say, my remote, and the sound is the phone. So there is a correlation in symbolic, okay, which becomes easier for them. So this is how it helps in their literacy also. It looks very superficial, but when you go and understand what is symbolic play and how is it important, this becomes the main reason, okay? The storytelling, it is important because it helps in sequential thinking. Because the next day you ask them, okay, the first this happened, then this happened, after that this character came in, right? So cognition, numeracy, sequential thinking is nothing but numeracy and early maths. We did the rhymes through which it was sequential. The green grass grew. Sequential thinking. First, there was a hole, there was a seed. After that, the plant. Later on, we got there was a branch. On that branch, there was this. So this is sequential thinking, where this becomes extremely important in their development. Memory, memory is, rhymes are used for memories. Stories are used for memories. Rules of a game is also helping them in their memory. All right. So, the memory cards are there. You have letter A, you have apple, B, and you mix them up and they lift it and they play with it and match them. That is memory, and it is also developing their attention span. So matching plays a very, very important role. Symbolic play also leads to abstract thinking, which is the base for our cognition. Now, the second part of young minds, the Y, is social development. In today's modern world, as we were discussing, social development lacks. Children are not exposed so much because parents are working, nuclear families are there, etc., whatever may be the reason. So when we introduce group, dramatics comes again. It's the winner. Role play and dramatics is the winner. And there is conflict also management that takes place through the play. Role plays, taking turns helps them in cooperative games. When they are pretending to play, they're taking turns. So various ways are used through which the social development is taking place. Art and craft. You give them a group project. Together, they develop a mural through waste material. Cardboard boxes, sticks, etc. So they are developing a mural through art and craft activity, which is a group activity. No, group activity is very difficult in my class. The children start arguing and nothing comes up. No. We need to make our environment in the classrooms so congenial that everybody participates. See, the problem arises because sometimes we are in classes, we teachers have shortage of time. We say, okay, you know how to do it, you do it. But that's not why we are there. That kids, we are not meant for them. They will learn anywhere. They're self-learners. We as teachers are there for average children and for the children who are not yet up to their milestone levels, right? So you have to give equal opportunity. Giving in a group activity, the problem comes when 1 or 2 children get the opportunity to do things and the other children are, feeling left out, I should say. Okay? That feeling of left out is frustration. The child doesn't know how to express it except by breaking the things. Is one of their ways of expressing. Do you agree? That's their way of expressing it. So the congenial, when I say the environment has to be congenial, is equal opportunity for each and every child in the group projects. Then only it will become effective in our classroom and the social development of the child will take place. Team games. Why only individual racing? Group racing games can be there. The teams can catch and, make it into a group activity instead of individual activities. So social development is also another integral part of the holistic development of the child. Now coming back to the development zones. So according to UNICEF, it's not me who's doing it or ECA is doing it. According to UNICEF, that these are actually the domains of learning. It is physical development, language development, emotional. I've made it because I wanted to use it, as I said earlier, play as an acronym. Effective is emotional development. Young Minds and Work has 2 aspects. One is cognitive development and the other is social development. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 domains of development. Now, these should be used to teach in our classrooms. What are we teaching in our classrooms? Can you type in? What are we teaching in our classrooms? What do we teach? Ayo. What do we teach in our classrooms? Just write one thing, 2, 3 of you also, just to get us started. What are we teaching? Group games. Games is one thing, emotion, social skills. Let's go over to literacy and numeracy. Ma'am, let's move to, yes, I have started. Nilofer ma'am is here. She's telling language. Language means we want to tell them the letters. Am I right? We're teaching them the letters. We're teaching them the numbers. Am I right? Now, why don't we think about how do we teach letters through playway method? How do we? Let's take a simple task. Yes, ma'am, literacy skills, very nice, thank you. Your various concepts regarding bigger, smaller, right? All those concepts, heavier, lighter, all those come in, right? Your task, ma'am and sirs, your task. Take a letter, any letter, I don't care. Okay? Tell me how, through a playway method, you will be able to pass it to the kids. How through playway method, you will be passing it through to the kids. Ma'am, put the sequence. Put the sequence in your notebook, then we will discuss it. One is saying, yeah. Can you unmute? It's pleasant to, it's difficult to read. Sing a rhyme for that letter. Richa ma'am, do you have a rhyme for the letter? Do you do that in your classes?
Yes, miss. I use phonic rhymes for every letter that I teach.
Do you do the jollyphonic rhymes or
Yes,
something
miss.
else?
Jollyphonic I use.
Jollyphonics we use. So what is one of the jollyphonic sounds?
For which letter? For which letter shall I sing?
Any. I'm not taking a test. Please.
For A, suppose that is answer my arms, answer my arms, answer my arms, they're causing me alarm.
Yeah. So one way, I am penning them down. One way is rhymes. All right. Somebody said stories.
Take stories.
Stories and okay, making them write on sand, creativeness, treasure
Magic
hunt,
box activities.
magic box activities. What are these, ma'am?
We take out things related to that particular letter and then, make it quite interesting. It's the mascot of the class, which brings a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah. So like for every letter, it is different.
Yeah.
Puppets. Yeah. So like for like B, this time we are planning to have a delivery from Big Basket. So
Okay.
actually a delivery bag is going to come to the class. Like
so
another
sweet.
teacher will carry it, obviously.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
nice. That is
Use
so
of puppets to introduce the letters, probably through a story.
through a story.
So
how
Ritu ma'am, to
carve
add
out
to
a-
it, coming to the basics, I teach kindergarten as in the base level. So
Yeah.
let's say number 9,
Hmm.
we can ask them to pull out their magic wand, which is their pointer finger, make
Mhm.
a face. So let's draw a circle, make a face, and then one pony down. Up and down, let's make a pony down. So that's number 9 for them.
Very nice,
Just
very
the top.
interesting. Air tracing is very effective. Writing in the air is nice, very good. We're coming with lots of ideas. Children sit in the pass a ball around. The teacher says a word, for example, cat. The child who catches the ball.
Even for numbers, we can use rhymes for numbers too.
Yes. And she has a good, somebody has a good, here. We have Nikita ma'am, who has written that pass the softball around. The child who catches the ball has to say. So when they're learning CVC word, that's when rhyming comes a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? CVC words are also very nice when a child is not able to blend, to do a mountain rise. I don't know if you do it in your schools. We do it here. So we say, if it is, say, mug. So we have g.
Yes, it is like a roller coaster.
Or you call it, roller coaster. So this helps them even identify the middle sound of it in a fun way. Or a shoulder tap for sight words. If it is T-H-E, the, T-H-E, the, because you have to draw a line below it, no, when you're teaching the sound, the sight words. We're not going to spell them. T-H, that, T-H-A-T, that. It's just for kinesthetic learners because they have a little challenge with just looking at the things and learning it. So beautiful ideas have come up. That's just amazing. Here is a full lesson plan I have. Tell the story featuring, use puppets to engage children with the letter, create activities where children make collages of words, play games where, 1 minute, I'm not able to, play games. 1 second, why is it not showing me? Okay. How do I go back? Okay. Sorry. I was messing up because the main chat got site. Yes, so those are really good ones. Create sensory experience, incorporate physical movement. So aren't these all? Now, all that you have listed and you have discussed, isn't it play? Isn't it play? So focus on the play. That is very important because the learning will be permanent. Learning will be permanent. So I just put down with the development domains, If you're doing sensory play, this is teaching letters. Trace the letters sand, shaving cream, or Play-Doh. It is physical and cognitive. Role play, set up a post office, kids write and mail letters with alphabet stamps. Stamping, it is so cute. And they're stamping the letters, sending it off. Language and social skills. Art and play, create letter collages, you just told me, and language and emotional. Constructive, use blocks or sticks to form letters. They have understood the letters. Now let's form it. It'll help them with their spatial awareness. And musical. I mean, you're already doing it. So that's, numerals, hopscotch. Everybody has forgotten that cutest game, hopscotch. Physical development takes place plus the math skills. Hopscotch, we do it even for letters of the alphabet. Okay, you can just do hopscotch with letters. And of course, make them read loudly, not just jumping on it, but because then it'll be not like that. You're not integrating literacy into it, right? So just integrate literacy in it too. Pretend play, count, pay, the grocery or restaurant, restaurant role play, kids count, pay, give change. This has becoming a very important part even in middle school. Because of digital currency, children are not aware of what money is. So this role play should be actually mandatory across all, till middle school, I feel. Block play, make towers of 3, 5. Such a great cognitive activity. Give them 10 each in a group or group 10. Now make with 5. Everybody, all 5 groups, make towers of 5. Ma'am, this is subitization also. The child learns, okay, see, when you play a dice game, do you count, friends? We know it, no? This is 5 has come or 4 has come. That is subitization, no? We've subitized the mind. So this activity, the block play, helps in subitize. Okay? What, pouring and measuring.
याद हूँ मैं कौन हूँ मैं
Wait, ma'am, please mute. So pouring and measuring into the numbered claps, forting, sinking, right? So much fun. I also love to do fishing for my letters. You have, say, you are joining, teaching them this is capital A and this is small a. On small slips of paper, write capital A and small a. Okay? Mix match them and take one set of either like A, B, C, D, E, put a clip on them, the gem clip, and use a small magnet on a fishing rod, on a little rod, and let them fish till they get a match. Concentration has been, we have worked with kids who were having very short attention spans, this kind of activity, and over a period of, a few weeks only, their concentration has increased drastically. There has been a quantum jump. You understood the activity, no? A fishing rod, the rod has a magnet hanging. And then whatever you want to match. Concentration. Do you think it's easy to lift things? Try it out. It's not easy. Fishing is that's why I say, fishing teaches a lot of patience to all the people who go fishing. So here the concentration is increasing. Board games are very important. People don't play Ludo. People don't play snakes and ladder. These games were the foundation of numeracy. They were the foundation of numeracy. Ludo doesn't say 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it write on the board? No. At least in snakes and ladder, it is there. But the child knows this is 3, this is 5 if you play it at home. So isn't that an interesting way to make their base stronger? Right? So you understood that the domains of development can be enhanced through play. Each and every domain of development in the child's, life can be developed through play. Think about anything now, and you can ask me questions where we cannot apply play. All right? But what I want you to be careful is a few points while you are making your lesson plans. First and foremost, any time you're making an activity, think about using as many senses as possible. Sight, smell, hands, touch, hearing. Because there are different kinds of learners in our, classes. Some learn through, what is that Gardner's theory? It's all about Multiple intelligences, no? So that is why we need to include as many as. Balance between child-directed and teacher-directed. It is about the proximal zone of learning there, because that helps well. That's for another workshop some other time. But some should be directed by you, some where it is child-led. Ask open-ended questions. Do you like banana? Banana? What will the child say? What will the child say? Yes or no? It is not helping the child take the conversation ahead. That is why we ask, these are called as polar questions, which are yes or a no question is a polar question. But we need to ask open-ended questions, which is 5W and 1H. What is 5W and 1H? Can somebody type in fast? You did it while you were learning to write English creative writings. 5W. Yup. Priya ma'am, thank you. Yeah, we've got enough. We've got enough. Yeah. Good. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Ask only these questions which are starting with these words. Stop asking is, did, do, because it does not help the child think ahead. Rather, even think yes or no. How many times you have seen in middle, primary sections? Yes, ma'am. Everything the teacher asks, the whole class goes, yes, ma'am, even if the answer is no. I've done multiple schools where we have this problem. So we tell the teachers, please do not use the polar, which is, yes or no questions. Now give children ample time to answer the question. You are in a hurry. Can the child process this hurry that you are showing? In fact, there is a trick that we learned when we were doing, the brain development, that you ask a question to the child. All right? Say happy birthday to you in your mind. It gives you the time. Because we say, "Arey, jaldi batao na, tell us fast." Isn't it? No, sweethearts. This is not the way we are going to do it from now. The child gets intimidated by the pressure of the time. Morning time when you are leaving the house, how much you are pressurized? You are passing that same pressure to that little child in the class by telling him there is time. Your bus will leave. You have a time crunch. That bus cannot leave in the classroom, but sing something in your mind like happy birthday. I always find very good time for them. 3-4 seconds, 4 seconds you sing, and that gives them processing time. I would really want you to focus on these pointers while you are making your lesson plans. Because this is where you are using all the activities. I see it in your chat. Amazing. Everything I told you already, almost everything I told you already know about it. All right. But to use these effectively, these pointers are extremely important. Right? All right. So think about something that you want to discuss. I said we'll have 15 minutes, but I know we have very few minutes left, but that's okay. You can ask our team can help you unmute, and you can ask some questions or share some experience that you have. Because early childhood is an area where we can, I think, do hours and hours of workshops. So this is my idea of play that we have been learning through our experience in early childhood, through various conferences that we attend in early childhood education, and we've compiled it together. So how you use play in your classrooms. So I think there is a request that please raise your hand so that come on. I need something. I need to know whether some confusion is there or how do you use some aspect of it, say, right? That's very important for me.
Ma'am, a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You said imaginative play is good. Yes, I agree. But if a child is all the time into imaginative play at the age of about 5 years, then is it okay or no?
Ma'am, it is absolutely okay to have, and like they understand the imagination and they're able to understand and adopt it in the learnings from there in their real life. It's not just, imaginative play only like that. So it is important to know that they are going to be using these in their real life scenario. It's absolutely very good question. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Trupti here.
Yes, ma'am.
When you say them to become imaginative, I think sometimes what happens is their imagination are so vague, it goes some other direction. I mean, what we are trying to get something out of their mind related to a certain topic, and it goes somewhere else only.
So we have to ask the right questions at that time then, which directs them into the direction we want to feel. All right? Asking the right questions. So questioning is a very important technique that we teachers have. So we will say, just give me an example where you got stuck like this.
So suppose if we say we are doing something about food, like currently we are doing a topic on healthy food and junk food.
Yes.
And it goes somewhere like, मैंने पिज्जा खाया था, फिर वहां से हम लोग यहाँ गए थे.
हाँ,
It goes somewhere very difficult to get them back to the track. How do we do that?
So when you ate the pizza, you know what it did to your stomach? The child can say, oh, I felt good in my stomach. But when we eat healthy food, how does it help us more than a pizza? So you direct it back. Okay, say, all right, well, you went there, but let me ask you something. The other day I ate a pizza, and if we eat too many pizzas or too many chips, then I got a stomachache. Bring in your puppet to explain the logic. All right? And say, all right, I like that idea that after that you went there. Always appreciate their idea. Otherwise, you're blocking their mind. Say, very good idea. Okay, but let me tell you what my puppet did. Okay? The puppet said, oh, I got tummy ache, tummy ache, tummy ache. So you can get tummy aches. So eat in moderation, or whatever concept you have. You have 1 day of junk food, I think some things like that.
Okay.
Does that help you, ma'am?
Yes, yeah, I got it perfectly. Thank you very much. Lovely, very well explained, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Somebody is asking a question here, Shiba ma'am. How to balance play with academic. Ma'am, we are not doing academics. We are doing academics through this play. All the academic concepts you ask me later on also. They can share my number. We can have discussions on it offline also. Anything and everything that we are, what we say academics can be done, achieved rather, through play. All right? It can
Ma'am?
be done through play.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am?
Yeah, supposing if a child is not speaking, then how to make a child speak, supposing like if you're doing some topic.
Yeah. So going slowly and a rhyme attached. See, chant, I don't even say rhyme. Okay? You tell the, when you're doing your storytelling, add a chant, which the
Chant means?
children, chant means, see, if I have a story about, he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house away, right?
Okay, huh.
So this is a chant.
Oh.
Every story should have a 1 or 2 chants. This helps literacy. It helps that timid child who is afraid to speak because English is a foreign language.
True.
Right? He's timid, ma'am. So timidity will be removed very, very easily through a chant. Go slow to teach them. Please, please give them slowly. All right? Then only
Okay, some
it
children they
helps.
don't open them out. Some children they don't open them out literally. It's very difficult for them. Like we tell them
Ma'am,
open them.
no. We don't say. We say, come, let's sing along.
No, they don't
And
open. We tell them to repeat also, but then too they don't repeat. Like in the class, some session is going on, so they have to open them out. So they don't open it. Some children, we tell them also open, repeat.
don't tell them. I got your point. Don't tell them.
Sorry, very sorry, but like literally we have to tell them. Like we have a group session in our school. Like the teacher says repeat this, repeat that. They don't repeat. It's very difficult to repeat. And like tell them to open them out. They don't. They are like half like what's say sleepy mood kind of. It's very difficult for them.
Ma'am, I know. We did not do that. So sleepy mood children can be brought back and do this as a brain break activity. Okay? Move from when you are doing some activity, do a brain break. Means just do, a simple rhyme for movement. Right? Stomp your feet to the beat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They're stomping.
We have to shout to them. We have to shout to them. And that's our voice.
I'm giving you solutions. Just wait for me. Okay? It's like a not an icebreaker activity, ma'am, but a brain break. So
brain break means?
Ma'am, brain break is when you are using your body to make it more active so that the brain is also becoming agile. Okay? So the dull, what you are saying is, I never use that word. The children who are not actively involved in the session, they get geared up. See, what is happening is there is a lot of screen time at home. That is making them feel that this is the way of the life.
True.
Right? So just you do a lot of these movement games and midline crossing games. This midline crossing we did, no? Right now in the session we did, na? Take your right hand to the left shoulder.
I missed my mobile recharge. Sorry. My phone was not recharged. Sorry, very sorry.
No problem. So there are, just write the phrase midline crossing. There are a lot of activities available. All right? Do that because that stimulates and in the right brain and the left brain interact.
True. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And one more also, how to basically tell more to children. Like, literally we have to shout in the class. Like, when sometimes they don't listen that time.
Ma'am, they're not listening because our engagement is not proper.
Sorry, sorry.
Not in a playway method. Okay? It is not in a playway method. So that is our
the class, like,
yeah, that is our problem. So
sorry.
this is the problem, because you are not including the playway. You are not including the for all age groups, for all kind of learners. So they become little more, it becomes little more difficult for them. You face challenge about you want them to do something.
Yes,
Do it in a playway method. All right. Then it is fun for them.
True.
Break the brain, barriers through play.
Okay.
You still are facing a lot of, children barrier because they're not ready to engage with you, right? Engage. Start calmly with a story. Okay. Engage the child in a story through your body, through the props. Overdoing props is also not good. Okay. True, nicely. Have repeated chants. Make them use the onomatopoeia that we discussed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Ma'am, this is Shagufta here.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, now what did you explain? Like, what I get is, like, this was the answer for handling children who don't engage easily in playway method, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
They're not
So,
engaging well.
exactly. So that what you try to make us understand is that answer, like, to handle children who don't engage easily in play,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to ask you is, like, while planning a lesson plan, like, what low cost materials or maybe recycling materials can we use for the playway method? Can you suggest few?
Yes. So always keep collecting a lot of these cardboards that we get in the packaging, etc. Toilet rolls, shoe boxes, bags, all right? Some rags from your boutique shop, okay, where you get your clothes stitched, no? I pick up for the texture, the different kinds of cloths that I can pick up from there. Or I even make, see, we don't make like, I don't invest in going and buying every time. I use these rags, put rajma, the kidney beans, in it, seal it, and that becomes my bean bag. So when you can make it on a big chart, say alphabets, the letters, and you ask the child to throw the bean bag, small bean bags I make, to just throw the bean bag on the, say, letter B, or the one that makes the sound B. Make it more processing, no, for the brain. What makes this B? Throw it on that. Muscular movement. The child who's a kinesthetic learner will love it. Right? He will get engaged, he will learn. Right? So use these, you are going on a hunting trip of letter hunting, say. Make the binoculars with their, with the tubes or cardboard toilet rolls, and give them, like, see, which one are you watching? Which one did you get? Okay? Not the same thing. Other things, let the children do it. So I always have a big box, and I even use it. If you have 2 minutes, it's right here. 1 minute. I use an Amazon box to even do my shadow box. Okay. So what I've done is, it's not going to be working right now because the lights are not connected. I use sticky lights, which are available on Amazon. Can you see the inner part? I have made it, it's done. Yeah, one is working. And then the shadow puppets are here.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I even do the alphabets. See? It is Amazon. Nothing else. The big box I
Yes,
saved.
ma'am. Yeah.
And I've cut it and put a butter paper here. It took a little time, but I think we teachers are the most creative people on this earth, right? Early
Exactly,
childhood
ma'am.
education.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
what,
it?
because I wanted to know like what best we can do with the recycling materials.
Yeah. So we use
Yes.
all this. Then
Yes, ma'am.
there are scrolls. I mean, of course, that's like a lot. So you have the dandiya sticks and you open, you draw or I mean, it's a story that I had done. And then I scroll it and keep telling the story. I can scroll and do my letters.
Oh, wow. Lovely, lovely, ma'am.
Two dandiya sticks, 4 here, and I'm sorted. Right? Of course, then we have Kamishibai and all that. That's another league of, teaching
All right.
various things.
All
So, collect, then the ideas will come. And once the ideas come, please build a resource. You should not be redoing it every year. I tell the teachers, we are loaded with work, right? But we should reduce our work by building the resource, systematically having our worksheets ready so that we're not doing it again and again and again. We're not investing time so much in the other activities then. Right? Does that help you?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
All right,
Thanks a lot,
great.
ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful session.
Thank
Ma'am,
you, everybody. Namaste. So play isn't an enemy of learning. I'll close with that sentence. Play is not an enemy of learning.
ma'am,
It's learning's partner. So thank you, teachers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I had a great time. I hope together we can make, early years more engaging through our play.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
It is,
Thank you.
it's very rare that, ma'am, there are people clapping on the screen for at the end of the sessions, and we must say it was a commendable job done indeed, and a lot of new ideas. The confidence that you are imparting to all of them that they can do it themselves, that's really, really important. So a very, very heartfelt thank you to you, ma'am. And hopefully we are all going to follow you now everywhere and take you as our guru and our mentor.
But not
Make
at
the
all.
children's
Together
lives
we
much more
can.
constructive and meaningful.
Ma'am,
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
together we can.
Right.
Yes, right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Can I
It was a
leave?
lovely session.
Thank you. Neema, ma'am, can I leave now? Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So
Very
that I
gracious.
can connect with you. Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
Thanks.
I'm just going to send you my number, ma'am, on
Yes.
a private chat.
Sure.
So I'll be very grateful if I
Yeah, we should be in touch so that, it'll be nice. Yeah.
definitely.